and all that winter weather heading towards Michigan. And it's good that it hadn't hit us just yet, especially with so much going on this morning here in Detroit, but you're nice and bundled up.
Yeah, I can even feel it. I put on all these layers, and even with the gloves, and I'll tell you now, I can still feel the cold wind because it's not about just going straight from your car to the house or where you're trying to reach your destination. It's when you're outside for an extended period of time, you're probably going to notice the feel. So today is not an option. Today is all about the layers. Make sure you grab the heavy coat. You're going to need it, and that's going to be the case for the days ahead because we're going to see a couple more changes moving in. One thing I will add, though, we're going to notice that snow is going to be closing in by the weekend. So that's something, of course, that could slow us down. So I just want to give you an early heads up in that regard that as we get towards your Saturday and your Sunday, we will need to definitely deal with travel issues out there. But let's talk about this. Why the layers are needed today? Well, the obvious reason, of course, is going to be because the cold is here, but it's those winds from the west-southwest, 20 to 30 miles an hour. Yes, we'll have highs in the mid to low 30s, but at times it's going to feel much colder across Metro Detroit. Those wind chills are going to be in the teens, so keep that in mind. If you come down here for the parade, for instance, just make sure you layer up and you're prepared to deal with that colder air. Now, one reason why we're saying the snow could slow you down is because we're expecting widespread snow. Our best chance of seeing accumulating snow is going to be Saturday going into Sunday. And yes, it will be cold enough that when the snow falls, it will survive and accumulate on the surface. Even though we had temperatures in the 50s about 24 hours ago, it is going to be cold enough that any snow that falls is going to cause some issues. So we'll be in that winter weather advisory at least criteria for the weekend. So keep that in mind. It will be a travel disruptor. Let's take you to the 7-day forecast now because a few other things to point out. It gets colder. Yes, it's cold now with temperatures in the mid to low 30s. But look at next week as we try to get back to work and school. Highs are only going to be in the 20s with teens for the wind chills once again, even single digits. So it does get much colder. Be prepared for that, but it looks like winter is going to kick it up a notch for not only the rest of this week, but also going into next week as well.